So in this video, it's going to be a walking tour of Chicago with a suitcase. We are here at the Chicago Union Station. Our goal for this Chicago trip is to go out and check out 3 places.
And survive the cold.
And survive the cold, yes.
We haven't stepped out of the station yet and we are pretty cold already. I don't know how it's going to be outside, but I'm sure we're not prepared for this.
Yeah, we're hoping for some sun to warm us up. So let's go check it out. One of the first things is come out of the Union Station.
Oh, look at the airplane!
You get the view of the river. Okay, Alia, this sets Chicago apart.
Yes.
Having rivers run through the city, right? And I know Manhattan has that, but Manhattan, the rivers are on the side. It's not like a river running through Manhattan, but oh my god. What is it? Oh, water taxi.
I gotta wait, Baba. I gotta wait.
You gotta wait?
You know what? Ducks are my new favorite animal.
In the city tour, step number 1, take out your sunglasses. And again, there's 3 places we want to visit. We're right next to the Willis Tower. So the place number 1 is going to be the cloud or the bean sculpture. Place number 2 is going to be a river walk. And place number 3 is going to be one of the largest fountains in the world, the Buckingham Fountain.
We do have a few other things on our list, but these are the main stops for now. Let's see if we can successfully do all that. If not, then we can always change plans.
And you want to know the best part about this? I've been capturing Issa's dance this whole time. That shows you if your kids are in it.
Now, if he knows that you're recording him, of course he's not going to dance. So you hardly ever get to see that on camera.
By the way, this is what you want to see when you take your kids on vacation. Like, they are loving it, talking about ducks and the river, just chit-chatting on the side. This is after a 19-hour train ride, 19-and-a-half-hour train ride on Amtrak in economy. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked that video out, please go back and check it, because that was our first time on Amtrak and the kids loved it. Hey kids, I was just saying to everyone who follows us that you guys loved the Amtrak train ride. Is that true? How much? Would you do it again?
I do it 2 days. I want to Washington.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, we're gonna walk by the Willis Tower and look at the river. That's Adams Street over there. That whole carry-on is actually full of our meals and snacks that we got for our 19-hour train ride. So we'll test how these wheels hold up in Chicago streets. Willis Tower, right up top, that's the place where you can kind of stick out and stand on glass. So, and to look down, which I think it's very neat. But another trip we'll probably go up. We'll probably do a whole skyscrapers of the world series where we go to Burj Khalifa, Empire State Building, Freedom Tower, Willits, right? We'll do all of that, but not for this one. We're doing some walking tours of cities.
Yeah.
So, on to the Bean. That is pretty cool. Walking by Shake Shack. Now this is Marathon Sunday in Chicago. So you see a lot of police cars, roads blocked, a lot of traffic on certain streets. It's nice to walk around. I think the marathon is over because I saw the runners with their warm blankets just walking back. There's Giordano's on one side with a Dunkin' Donuts sticking right in between. Wonder if a lot of restaurants are closed on a Sunday in Chicago. So far. Oh, a rickshaw on the sidewalk.
I'll pay.
There's your Luke's Chicago-style sandwiches. Look at all these planters and foliage and mums and berries. Wintrust Financial Corporation. We'll hang out on this corner for a little bit. Alia, I like Chicago,
Yes,
right?
I like
it's like
it
a nice feel.
It's very similar to Manhattan.
Manhattan combined with Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, taking a quick pause to check out this, I'm assuming, an apartment building. I don't know, it just kind of stands out with that dark brick. Very nice. Very nice. And look at how wide Chicago sidewalks are. It's a perfect city to walk around. Don't need any car or even trains. Just walk around and explore the city. Alia, do you remember we were flying to Tokyo and Bangkok and we had a layover in Chicago?
Yep,
What was it, 6 years ago?
I think so,
Okay,
yes.
we'll put a picture on the screen. 6 years ago, we had a layover in Chicago and we came and hang out here. It's kind of chilly in Chicago. Yeah. The kids are pretty good exploring on their own. They just spent like 10 minutes just walking around. And now we are back on Jackson Boulevard. Okay, so we saw the side street, the State Street Chicago Cultural Walk. There's a few buildings here. There's one that really stood out is the Chicago Public Library with that magnificent ceiling. There's another one, the second lighter building, the A.M. Rothschild Company, and then the Maurice Rothschild building. But for me, I think that is one impressive building. The Chicago subway. Getting close to Beatrix Market. Something smells wonderful. You can see the marathon crowd. So everybody's walking around with posters and whatnot. Look at the giant head.
You see the real guys behind him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you cold. Yeah, she's cold. So that's a pretty cool looking kid's bike they got there. A lot of flowers and plants all around this downtown area of Chicago. So check out how they block the road by putting these trucks on. You're gonna walk over towards the park. You can see what they use to stop the cars from coming over. All the marathoners did a great job, so congrats to everyone who did the marathon here. Now again, we're gonna post this months later, but if you guys see it, good job. Look at those shoes. We had not planned this trip knowing that this is gonna be the marathon day in Chicago, but sometimes things work out like that. Again, the flowers in this whole city looks incredible. This is the Millennial Park, and the cloud is under wraps. Okay, you can still see. Alright, you know what? To make up for this, we're gonna put some pictures from 6 years ago when Alia and I were here taking all sorts of silly pictures. Hey Alia. It's a video.
You can see us.
But let's see if we can take a look at the bean. So yeah, the bean's under wraps. You can kind of see it from here. Just can't go underneath or there's all sorts of silly
It is a
stuff.
lot of fun. You can take silly pictures of it. I'm sure kids would have loved it, but it's a bummer. Like I said, not everything works out as we planned, so we keep moving.
Bye bye Millennial Park. And on to a chilly Riverwalk. That's the founders of Millennium Park fountain. A lot of people taking pictures there. Again, look at this. How neat is this? Flowers everywhere. And it's fall. That's a classic rosebud. So it started to rain a little bit, but we're heading to Riverwalk. Here's Popeyes, Subway at the corner too. We got Halal Guys and Capriati's. We'll probably come to one of these places. Check out the buildings here. Look beautiful. New and old. His and I are checking out the Statue of Liberty and the Founders statue. We did some shopping. Ali got a new hat. It is very chilly here.
I'm feeling much better and comfortable.
These buildings here, like if I zoom in, like look at that clock. And if you look up, like that building up there. No wonder they do architecture boat tours in Chicago. You know, the whole city is full of both modern and classical retro buildings. And welcome to Riverwalk. We're gonna head down to Riverwalk now. This is in honor of fallen veterans. It's a Vietnam memorial. From the start of the Riverwalk, you can see the Langham Chicago and Trump. Both of those buildings side by side. And you can see all the boat tours. Kiz has been waving at boats all day. There's still a lot of people sitting on those boats, but it's a pretty cold day in Chicago. It is October after all. So the Chicago Riverwalk provides a walkway along the main branch of the Chicago River to Lake Michigan. The existing dock wall was extended into the Chicago River, creating a new strip of usable land. This extended space underneath each bridge allows a pathway where none existed before, and thanks to all of that, we have this Riverwalk.
Look what we found, a cool marketplace.
Okay, let's go in. Okay, so we got samosa chaat, pani puri here. We got Mexican store. Got chia chai here. Oh, a pigeon. Pigeon is going inside. We also got pizza and gyro here.
They also have vegan gyro.
What is it? Chaboy's Cafe. Cookies and muffins and coladas, and then a couple of more shops. Some shopping, a lot of food options, water taxis, boat tours, everything.
And
right from
kids playground.
Really liking this Riverwalk. Okay, we spent quite a bit of time at this beautiful Riverwalk in Chicago. Hope this motivates you guys to come and just walk around, check out the boats, the buildings, the atmosphere, the people. See, the kids are so happy. If you have kids, they'll be pretty happy. Now we're gonna go grab a quick bite, and then from here we're gonna head to our stop number 3, which is the Buckingham Fountain. You can easily spend a couple of hours walking on Riverwalk, enjoy some food, or just sit and watch the boats go by. Okay, now we're gonna head to a little quick meal. Okay, so we have never had the Halal Guys before, and we saw one, but it's so crowded. So we're gonna pass on the Halal Guys. Capriati's is closed.
We've been waiting here for 10 minutes.
And it's
maybe somebody leaves, but it's pretty packed.
It's pretty packed, yeah.
We don't see any hope.
Yeah, alright, let's go. Traffic is back on as the marathon is over. Ali is doing a fantastic job navigating the streets of Chicago holding a carry-on. We have another option coming, Ali, the Naf Naf Middle Eastern Grill. Alright, Naf Naf Grill was a no-no because it's not halal. So this main road here with all those plants and flowers in the middle kind of reminds us a little bit of Norway. It's actually really nice. And this is the Art Institute of Chicago, a little bit of closer look. Walgreens here too. We are walking towards Buckingham Fountain, which is, I think, one of the 8 most unique big fountains in the world. That list includes Burj Khalifa's fountain in Dubai, the Bellagio fountain in Vegas, and the Trevi fountain in Rome. All of the 3 we have visited in our past travels. I just saw somebody, I think, who probably fell. It's an older lady who probably fell running in the marathon, and she was quite bruised up and bloodied in her face. We saw another runner hunched over and throwing up. So, and we're looking at everybody who finished the marathon limping away. But so again, congrats to those who tried it, whether you finished it or not. Awesome job. So we were looking for the water fountain, and this entrance is closed. So that means what? I think that bridge is closed too. So I think I can see the fountain all the way in the back, but this area may be closed as they're cleaning up after the marathon. How about that, Alia? 3 things we wanted to show. Riverwalk was the successful thing.
Yeah.
We couldn't show the bean because it was closed due to construction, and now, because of the marathon, we can't go there and cross over. I think we're gonna go find some food.
Of course. I would still say that we should cross that road and walk across, and maybe we can find a way in. So we'll do one more try, and if we can, then
that will be the
it's
tour
not
of
the
Chicago.
day.
Yeah.
I think we had a great time. We loved walking around the streets of Chicago and watching those beautiful big buildings, looking for food and looking for our favorite stops. I think we had a great time.
And watching all the marathoners with their medals and stuff, what an incredible day to just walk around
With
Chicago.
their families, feeling proud. I think it was amazing.
There is one takeaway from our video. If you've never been to Chicago and you want to come here, you like walking around in the city, perfect city to walk around, especially that river walk.
Make sure to check the weather and be prepared.
Yeah, otherwise you can always go shopping like Alia did. So thank you so much, and
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
bye! Bye! Was all dressed up in her black and white sweater, her leather outfit,
I was more about
And-
style today, but
and now she is
suffering.
in a hoodie.